Big news, big news, big news, big news, big news. Chapter 1043. We're ahead of the game. One Piece. Oh, does it go? Greatest manga of all time. Can't tell me any different. This is us, the Four Horsemen. Got Geo Wolf on top. Top left, we got Frozen Flame. On bottom left, we got Kid Flame. We're gonna talk about this one of the greatest chapters Oda has ever dropped. To go on break for 2 weeks, to leave us hanging, but he left us hanging with beauty. Frozen Flame, you're right for the 14th time. Say what you gotta say. Say one more time what you're right about, real quick. What just happened in this chapter, man? Well, okay. First. Let's start off slow. Let's start from the beginning before we get into that. Start off slow. How you guys feel after the chapter? How you guys feel?
Bro, this chapter was amazing.
Definitely.
Oda did not disappoint.
Holy.
I had to change my pants after reading this.
Oh my goodness gracious, bro. This chapter was beyond expectations. When they delivered, he delivered. First panel, we see the hit connect. Last week, I said he couldn't be knocked out. I saw the white eyes. I said, oh yeah, he's done for. That hit connected. Kaido feels sick. He wanted this fight. He needed this fight. I think this fight was his death wish, his final death wish, what he needed, but he couldn't have it.
He intervened.
Yep. And this CP0, from what it looks like, he know what he did.
Kaido was not having that.
No, he was not. You can tell. The third CP0 member looks up after the huge slam. The gas that Luffy was holding in just dissipates, gone. Kaido looks up. For me, from that panel right there, it looks like Kaido thought that was Luffy's soul just leaving. To me.
I mean, pretty much.
Yeah, that just said that, oh, Luffy's soul's gone. I just killed this man. Fudge. I needed this. Again, he's drunk, so I really needed this. Then out of nowhere, Momo was like, Luffy's voice is gone? Like, it's weird. I can't hear Luffy no more. Now, here's my favorite part in this whole chat. Not my second favorite. Is the fact when Luffy lands, he's knocked out. Kaido is pissed, looks at CP0 and just says, do you know what you just did? What gets to me is the fact that this CP0 member just dips his hat because he knows he's about to die.
He knows what's happening next. Like, he can't avoid it.
He can't. It's just he dips his hat and just like, it's like a final cigarette when someone's about to die. Just dips his hat. Yep, this is it. I can't run from this guy. Oh my goodness gracious. The amount of banging Kaido just dropped. This chapter's beauty. What makes it even worse is the other CP0 member, the one who didn't fight yet, dips his hat as well. That's how you know, that's how you signify this member's dead. One of the pirate members, the Beast Pirate members, just yelled that there's no end to the banging. It's crazy. It's crazy.
That was a whole wild part, bro. Just like, Manza knew what was going on up there. He was just like tips his hat, bro. Just like, thank you for your service.
Simple, bro. There's like, you did what you did. Oh man. Now we see one of the scabbards. I forgot about him. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot. I thought he left. Yeah, I forgot about him. I thought he was in the middle of a fight.
I did too.
I completely forgot. And how he mentions how there's no end to the blaze. They're in the air. There's no water to take out the blaze, and there's people still inside. Now here's the important scene. Kaido's delivery. Oh my goodness gracious. Kaido's delivery. Straw Hat Luffy is dead. Where's your leader, Momo? Bring him here right now. Everyone's in denial. Everyone's just surprised. Kid can't believe it. Law, I can't do this. I can't continue. Chopper is in distress. Otama is in distress. Nami's in denial. Nami bold, I'm not gonna lie.
Nami is
Nami bold.
That was I don't know how I feel about that. I'm like, that's loyalty and that's also stupid at the same time. that was crazy, bro.
What do you mean?
Just giving out her position like that.
I don't think it's stupid.
Like
Hearing that your captain died.
Yeah,
That's stupid.
I get that, but what if Marco wasn't there to block the blast? Another Straw Hat member down, supposedly down, or she could have been the first one out. She could have been a tragedy. You feel me? Yeah, right in there. Like, what if Marco wasn't there to block it? I get where J. Wolf is coming from. It was, we understand the loyalty from Nami, but you kind of got way too emotional right there. You
How
calling
do
it?
you get that? But you gotta understand. That's her captain.
I get that, but then it's like
She shouldn't get way too emotional about hearing that he died. It's just like,
I get that. Don't get me wrong, but like looking up into the sky and looking at a sniper shot, it's like going out of cover and saying you're a liar to a sniper shot.
But at the same time, you know, if you're going, if you're
thinking about that,
I didn't even about that.
for her to think.
Again, at the end of the day, it's
Rather be dead than work for Kaido or something.
we get that. Don't get me wrong, but then again, you're looking up into a dragon, calling him a liar. He almost killed you up the first time.
No, I'm trying to say is like, why not?
It's not the most obvious thing. It's not the most logical thing to do when looking at a dragon and saying that. You're looking at a dragon, calling him a liar.
But at the same time, you have to realize, Wes, hearing somebody died, like somebody important to you.
Don't get me wrong.
Logic is not one right there.
She could say whatever she could say, right? But then, do you think it's logical just to do that and just get yourself offed?
Bro, when you're emotionally like that, there is no.
You're not thinking. Exactly. You're not thinking.
She thinks she's gonna die regardless.
You're at war. Death is
Like-
inevitable at war.
My point exactly. But then, if you're trying to keep up a fight, you're just sitting in the cover and just give out your position like that.
I don't think she gave up her position. Like, I don't think what she did was stupid either. So I don't.
All right. So we continue. Kaido makes his call. He makes his speech. How everyone's becoming a slave. This country's a giant factory to me.
Equal
Man,
opportunity employment, not slavery. Because
man, children, man, mother, and children, man, woman, and child is gonna work for me. Whether you until you drop dead, and I'll just replace y'all. This is what lore is. This is what war is. This is what it means to lose. You gambled with your rights and your dreams. Now I'm bringing Momonosuke to me. This doesn't end until then. Now that man's just spitting flames. Now he's spitting bars. He's just beating everything.
Remember when Kaido used to try to tell, used to ask Momonosuke what his name was? Now you calling him by his name.
well, that had less to do with Momonosuke. I mean, less to do with him knowing his name and more about Momonosuke as well. Where basically, the whole point of him asking that was to see if like Momonosuke had the will to carry on his father's wishes.
I know.
You have to repeat what's been known, bro. It's all good. It's all good. Now everything is just going to crap, bro. I'm surprised Kid and Law are up. I know they're not gonna do much. They ain't gonna do a lot either.
Law capper. My boys cappers. They said they couldn't fight no more.
Them dudes use their awakenings at least 3 times, bro. Especially Law used it 3. I think Kid uses like twice or 3 times before he used to find me.
Can't do much at the part they're running. All they can do is probably defend.
Yeah, pretty much. There's
anything like they know they're not gonna win the fight. They're just getting up just because they don't want to, die laying down.
Oh, brother. Yeah, they try to at least put an effort into it. Now, we move on to the argument between Yamato and Momo, where Momo decides that he can't fight Kaido. where Yamato is disagreeing with him and trying to encourage him. You have to fight Kaido. There's no other person who can besides you. Momo decides to counteract that statement, saying that it'll just be another waste of lives. There's no point. I'll just be throwing more lives. Then Yamato decides to counteract. So you'd rather have everyone go into slavery and just die from exhaustion until they can't do it no more.
Yes.
This man said yes. You're sick. You're sick.
Hey, you think I'm gonna get my ass clapped for some strangers?
Now, she makes a statement that they're gonna die together. I'd rather die than be enslaved again like she was for 20 years. Well, she wasn't technically enslaved, but you know, like the entrapment, pretty much. She's like, she'd rather die. So this is where there's like a whole.
Wait, what do you mean? What are you talking about?
You know how she's like been stuck on the island for like majority of her life?
Not even majority, all of her.
Yeah, all of her life. It's basically like she'd rather die than go through that again, or have anyone else go through that kind of stuff. Everything's going to crap pretty much. Then we go back to a panel where we're zooming into Luffy's pretty much lifeless body at this point.
That's crazy though. Ain't Kaido like killing his own men too in there?
You see that?
He's just blasting at random, bro. Like,
He
I was
doesn't-
wondering that when I read it.
I was not good.
He's just throwing it, bro.
You gotta remember, some of those men are under Osamu's control.
True.
Yeah, but what about the ones that aren't though? Like, remember, it's only the gifters that are under Tama's control.
He doesn't know that. He doesn't know who's under her control or not. So he's just blasting away.
Wait, does he even know that his men are under her control?
I don't think so, no.
He's been on the rooftop for like
The whole time?
a hot minute. Yeah, like for the entire time, basically.
I don't think he cares, bro. I think that's just it. That's it right there. He just doesn't care.
He just won that fight with Luffy, and after he can't get it, bro, he's just like, all right, all of you gonna die.
That's just like, fuck it, bro. He's like, this is not gonna stop until Momo pulls up. And Momo was about to pull out because he stopped pulling the cloud. He was about to go. I wouldn't say. Could I say he was about to go fight Kaido? Because he stopped pulling the Nigashima. He stopped pulling it, the cloud, and it seems like he was heading up.
Yeah, he was like Kaido, I think.
You too? Then he gets a, huh?
Luffy's transformation.
True. He might be the first one to witness it. Who knows? Momonosuke, I can hear it. Zunesha says. It really takes me back. Momo's confused. I'm confused. Everyone's confused. What's going on here? Then she continues to say, I can hear the drums of liberation. In the background, you hear dum 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 dum. Either it's a heartbeat, it's a drum beat. This is the first time in 800 years. He's there without a doubt. Momo asks, who is? Here's where the goosebumps go in. She says, that would be funny.
That'd be.
That would be funny. That's a gag right there. That's funny. But she says JoyBoy. Now, final panel. You see a smiling Luffy half melted like a wax candle. He has returned. A quiet smile. Break next week. This chapter, I'm telling you, is one of the greatest chapters so far. Now, there's a couple things you have to know, and especially in the final panel. It's where, one, he's steaming, and the top of his head is melting. Two, the sound effect. Now, Frozen Flame, please explain what that sound effect says, bro. Explain to us. What do you think is next? What do you think is gonna happen next, bro? What do you got for me? What do you
has a grin on his face?
The grin.
I keep breaking up.
It's all good. Just say what you gotta say, bro. That grin. What does that grin signify, my boy? Oh.
The sound effect says Nika.
So
People get the senses out.
So it kind of refers to Nika as the sun god. The sun god that was mentioned by Who's Who. The one who would liberate all the slaves. Now, my thing is, you asked me before we did this video what caused the transformation to awakening. I say it's because of Kaido's speech. Generally, the fact that he was screaming out how he's gonna enslave everyone, I think that was just the final straw. And the fact that Luffy lost 3 times already.
So you think that was the catalyst to him awakening?
That's what I think.
I think it has to do with Luffy being in Wano. He needs to be there to do something.
That could be honestly it too.
Probably. It could be.
Wano's importance.
Wano's the first.
Could be both.
The first to open up.
Okay. Another thing. What if JoyBoy is a fruit, bro?
No.
Bro, I'm thinking it gotta be. What if this? Well, okay, let's hypothetically say
That his will was so strong that it got implemented into the fruit.
or like the second name of the fruit that Goro was talking about is JoyBoy. That's me thinking. I genuinely think the fruit, the gum fruit is JoyBoy. That's just, I don't know. Because
If that was, then wouldn't the last user of the gum fruit potentially be JoyBoy?
but the thing is, who was the fruit user before him?
Well,
We don't know that,
We know CP0 had it.
and it was stolen by Shanks.
Yeah. Shanks, but before that, we don't know where they got it from.
That's true. It's just a grin. That's what's getting me. That grin signifies a lot going on here. And I genuinely feel like it's not Luffy anymore.
Something in my heart is telling me Kaido has something to do with this.
What do you mean?
Like, it feels like Kaido was there for this moment.
Could be because he was. I mean, he
To
was
bring-
self-proclaiming himself as JoyBoy.
I mean, he really was.
No, King was portraying him as JoyBoy.
Oh, yeah.
What else do you guys think?
Probably King knows a little bit more about JoyBoy too, since the name that you implied was Sun God.
Mm-hmm.
And isn't King's race correlate with the sun?
That's true. The little Narians.
Yeah, so probably there's a little.
I mean, do they have anything to do with the sun?
Because they both had something to do with being on top of the red wall. The Narians was residents of top of the red wall, as well as the sun god. It's another reason why I think JoyBoy is a title. Because when it says this, the sound effects pronounced as the sun god's name, and there's a grin, and the fact that when Who's Who explained who the sun god was and what his goal was to liberate everyone, and when Zunesha says, "I can hear the drums of liberation," like, what if not the sun god was JoyBoy, or like his title was JoyBoy as well? That's what I'm thinking.
You know what I've been thinking about
What's up?
since I read it though, is that rumor that was mentioned. Well, not a rumor, but it was a theory that was mentioned by Jabra in its lobby when he was talking about how there's devils that live inside the devil fruits. I was thinking, what if that rumor had something to do with this devil fruit specifically?
That there could be an actual living separate entity.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, yeah, on Twitter, I've seen people saying like, "What if like JoyBoy is like some evil sentient being?" Or
Yeah,
something?
that's something like that.
something from the Void Century. That'd be crazy though. What makes it even worse is there's a break next week, man. Freaking break. Can't be dropping this kind of heat and put breaks. I understand you're the greatest author of all time, but we need more. We need more. You guys dig it?
One Piece done for the year, bro.
I wouldn't even be mad. I accept it as it is. Is there anything else you guys want to mention?
So you'd wait a year for this whole thing to conclude? Nah, I can't.
Dang.
Oh, bro. And another thing I can mention why I think it's a what do you think his awakening could be this time? I think it's something to absorb damage, like he just nullifies damage in general. That's my theory for his DevilFruit awakening. This is he just.
You gotta realize he was basically absorbing damage from the beginning. He's rubber, so he wasn't really feeling pain unless they were. He was basically returning bullets back. The only thing I could actually hurt him was
Sharp objects.
Sharp objects or infused Haki.
Yeah.
But he like there was a lot of clashing with Kaido with the Haki, so he was getting damage. If you ask me, like I'm talking about this time, he's just like you punch pudding. You know, like they're like you're punching an extremely soft surface.
To be honest, I thought his awakening was going to be more about. I felt like it was going to be more towards, you know, his surroundings. If it does affect his body, that'd be good too.
Yep. Yeah, that could be cool.
Yeah, I think it's gonna affect his body, just because look at the way his hair.
Yeah, the way it is.
Like,
and it's rising too. Do you think he's gonna grow?
I don't think he's gonna grow. I think it's just like, in effect, because I think his body is like turning into rubber itself, if that makes sense.
Like an actual form and not just like activating it?
Yeah.
That'd be cool though. This is gonna be sick.
You think there's gonna be a time limit to it?
I mean,
probably.
He's most likely because the amount of damage he's taken so far, and he's unlocking a new form. He's gonna be out of the count for a little bit, just like Zoro.
So we have to realize who's gonna be one fight. Is it gonna be Luffy or JoyBoy? Is Luffy out cold, or is JoyBoy in control?
Well, we won't find out until in 2 weeks. I know that for a fact. That grin is devious. I know that quiet smile. That devious. That's a devious smile. That is not Luffy. That's not him. It can't be him. I fully admit I'm wrong if it's Luffy. I fully admit it. The first thing I would say in this video before the intro, I was wrong. West by Strike was wrong. If I'm wrong, if I'm right, I'm going crazy. That's all I know. All right, is there anything else you guys want to mention in this chapter? Any theories, or you guys have any like ideas?
Everything is coming into play.
We know that for a fact.
Weren't Franky and Zoro still up on the roof?
Yeah. Well,
no, because remember Zoro was falling off, and then
Franky caught him.
Yeah, I don't think it goes to the roof though. I think it's outside.
Oh, okay. Because I was wondering, because I just remember that huge explosion from when Kaido beat the bricks off that dude. And so I was just like,
Franky really to catch him. You know how he does that?
The chain arm thing.
Yeah, I remember he caught him. I just didn't remember if they got off the roof or not.
Nah, it was just that scene. We're still not sure. He could have. Is there a Panda Man in this chapter? I don't know. I'm just skimming through. That'd be nice to see a Panda Man. I'm not. That CP0 is dead. No one can tell me any different. If he's alive, he has some bionics in him now.
I don't know. I feel feel like he could still be alive. I'm not gonna lie. But...
On life support.
Nah, I don't think he's still.
A little trick they do with the hat, man. A little suspicious. Why the other dude did it?
I think it's a Saranara. Like, it's like, thank you for your service. Cause dude looked out the window and just said, "All right, it's time to go. Thank you."
Nah, he might still be alive though, cause you know we don't really know what CP0 is capable of.
True.
You know.
But he damaged though. That's something you can't
Oh,
ignore. He is fudged up. Easy.
Without a doubt.
Okay.
Yeah, he probably pulled some Houdini trick and got out like last minute.
Hey, props to him. Employee of the month.
Employee of the year, bro.
What?
Up
Century.
against Kaido.
A supernova and a warlord.
Excuse me, that is 2 Yonko,
Or
sir?
Emperors. 2 Yonkos? Yeah, whatever. No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. I still don't consider Luffy an emperor.
That is a Yonko, sir.
What?
I don't
You don't?
I still don't!
He
That's
went
crazy.
toe to toe with Kaido, king of the beast.
He got his ass whooped 3 times.
Hey, he would have won that last time if that agent didn't interrupt. So
Hey, but what happened though? But what happened? He interrupted. He didn't win.
see, did you not see the look on Kaido's face at the beginning of the chapter? He knew he was gonna lose. That's why he was mad that the dude interrupted.
We all know
wanted
this.
to
All
lose.
4 of us know this. But if we think about it, if we put Luffy against Kaido right now, they're fully healthy, both of them. Do you still think Luffy would win?
Yes.
He's gonna clap his
You are wildin', both of y'all. You're sitting there telling me Luffy would win.
Yes.
Oh, wow. You got some hope. Y'all got some hope. No cap. I don't think so. No. I don't.
Why not?
The samurais went attacked Kaido. Luffy went to go attack. Oh no, the samurais first. Then Luffy,
And
Zoro.
Luffy also got his ass. Wait, Luffy also got his ass beat by Kaido.
Yeah, that was the first time in the city, right? That was number 1. Then when they went to the raid, the samurais came through. They lost. They still damaged Kaido, right? That one attack, they damaged Kaido. Zoro, Luffy, Kid, Killer, Law. They pulled up. Zoro damaged Kaido. Now it's a 1v1 against Luffy and Kaido. Luffy gets dropped off.
Okay.
Second time, Yamato goes into the fight. She's holding off Kaido. Momo becomes a dragon. Pull up with Luffy. Momo attacks Kaido, gets a hit in. Now, before in the middle of Yamato's and Kaido's fight, Kaido is pulling Ogashima in the air to jump on the capital. So we're not sure if he's actually doing that himself or that's an automatic ability. But he still had the power to start that ability, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now it's now round 3. Luffy gets a new skill, Coded Conquerors. They're still fighting. Kaido tells him he's not the only one who can do Future Sight. Copies his Snake Man. He's drunk, doing all this.
Okay, and he was about to.
So you're telling me, doing all those feats, dropping off Luffy twice, fighting others, in that whole time span, you're telling me a healthy Kaido versus a healthy Luffy will still win? One more time?
Luffy knows his conquerors though. Like if you're saying if it's gonna be a rematch, Luffy would win.
Kaido copied Luffy's skills in a drunken state. Easy.
Yes, temporarily.
Temporarily. He mimicked it. It was not a form of temporary. He just told him, he's like, bro, I could do the same thing. There's nothing sweet about it. That's basically what he showed last chapter. He's holding back the whole time before. He's like, you think you're the only one who can do future sight?
That's all he did. He moved the thing. No, he wasn't. How was he holding back? He was about to die. What do you mean?
Bro, come on now. Come on, bro. Frozen Flame, come on.
If he really wants to die, why would he hold back?
He's having the fight of his lifetime. Of course, when he wants to die in a glory way.
If someone's having fun, like, how are
He's
they-
having fun in this fight. If he took the fight seriously, he would have ended Luffy a long time ago. He got drunk in mid-fight. He got drunk in mid-fight. The dude literally sat there and he said, hey, stop it. Flirting with Luffy. Taking all his hits. Come on now.
And he was starting to feel him.
Oh, you're telling me he's not holding back in that sense.
How does that seem like he's holding back though? It doesn't.
All his moods, his frenzy, his anger, his regret, the flirting, all his drunken moods. He was messing around.
It's like Rock Lee getting drunk or something. It is a style.
When Rocky got drunk, he used that as an advantage to fight the dude. Because he knew he was losing. He had to go into his drunken fist. Kaido casually just started drinking. Luffy got frustrated.
Rock Lee did not do that. Rock Lee thought it was medicine, and then he drunk the thing, and it was sake. Kaido drunk it because
Purposely.
exactly.
He drunk it purposely. He was still winning the fight.
Fighting.
He was still winning the fight before he drunk. He got drunk. He dropped off Luffy. Luffy got his conquerors coated. Went into it. Got drunk. Luffy was getting frustrated.
My point exactly. Why did he get drunk?
He's messing around.
Oh,
He's having the fun time of his life. Of course he's gonna get drunk. It's a festival. Before this whole raid happened.
why would he mess around before he dies?
Bro, he's gonna enjoy his final fight before he dies.
Oh my god.
Like I don't see what it was not hard. It was hard to understand.
But what's hard that you're not understanding is because Kaido is going serious. You're making it seem like he's not because he's drinking.
No, what I'm saying that the feats I even mentioned before. What I'm saying is that if Kaido didn't want to die, if Kaido didn't have the intentions to die, if his whole characterization was not mention of dying, you're telling me he will still lose to Luffy.
You're just taking out everything though. You're taking out the purpose of Kaido fighting to die.
He finally found someone who can who can actually take his life, right? That's what you're saying, right?
This is why we started this conversation.
That's what we're starting the conversation. Then him defeating Luffy 3 times in a row. 3 times in a row. That just doesn't matter.
And
He disrespected Luffy twice.
that doesn't mean it. I'm pretty sure Shanks could disrespect Kaido twice.
We all know Shanks is stronger than Kaido. He stopped him from going to Marineford.
Okay, then why is Kaido a kind freaking uncle? I don't get it. If Shanks could disrespect Kaido, Kaido can disrespect Luffy. Why wouldn't Luffy be a uncle?
So you're telling me Luffy has a skill to beat Kaido. So do you think he has a skill to beat Shanks?
That was the point of the conquerors.
So you're telling he beats Kaido. That's what you're saying. Do you think he has a skill set to beat Shanks?
We don't know what Shanks is capable of, but probably not.
Hey,
that doesn't make him not a Yonko though.
Okay, I get what he's but Wes, basically he's trying to say it's not just beating somebody that gives the power of Yonko. Same thing for Blackbeard. He himself didn't actually beat Whitebeard. He just took advantage of the situation and he gained the title of, Yonko.
So he took advantage of this. Yeah, just like you say, he took advantage of the situation. I'm not saying Luffy's taking advantage of the situation, but everything leading up to the fight, you cannot tell me that if I give a healthy Luffy who knows Conqueror's Haki, who knows how to encode his stuff into conquerors.
That's my point. You're giving me that
We're
buff
going
that he needed to beat Kaido.
we're going against someone who's experienced into the moveset against someone who just got it. But yet you're still saying that Luffy will still win.
Luffy is Yonko level. That was the argument.
I don't consider Luffy Yonko level still.
You're giving him all these buffs to fight Kaido, right? So he has these.
He has them.
So what more does he need to be Yonko level?
So you're telling me just to have the moveset, he has to be the Yonko level?
Bro, okay. So Kaido can do everything Luffy can do, whatever. And Luffy's holding his own against Kaido. So you think someone like Kid or Law would hold their own against Kaido?
Luffy's barely holding on against Kaido.
No. Answer the question.
Kid and Law cannot hold against their own against Kaido.
They're not Yonko level.
They're not Yonko level.
Okay, so someone who can hold themselves against the Yonko would be Yonko.
After
After you got his ass whooped 2 times, whatever.
he got his ass up 2 times. Yeah, I got
He
that.
got his boots, now he's holding his own against Kaido, right?
He's holding against Kaido. But you're telling me
Okay,
if
would that make him Yonko level or not?
do you think he'll still win though? Against someone who's experienced in that kind of moveset. Do you think he will still win? Is my question.
Yes, I think.
Well, I can't change my mind. Hey, opinions are opinions for a reason. I personally
Fresh
still
Luffy,
this.
all he learned a fresh Luffy.
No doubt. No.
Luffy exhausted himself using Gear Force how many times? And they're gonna give and he's still holding his own against Kaido.
And we're talking about
Fresh Luffy. They're basically at the same level.
We're talking about Kaido with years of experience in this kind of moveset.
Oh wait, I thought you were talking about Luffy versus Kaido in general. I don't get it.
Wasn't that the point of the argument?
You said Kaido with this moveset?
Kaido has experience in the moveset. With future set, with Conqueror's coding. I'm talking about someone with experience against someone who just learned it.
I think so. Yeah, Luffy would still win.
It's rolling, bro. The silence was loud, bro. The silence was loud.
Let's get back to the topic, guys. Let's get back to the topic.
All right. Is there anything else you want to talk about the chapter?
I think that's it.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. I can't. There's not much left. I mean, we got a lit chapter. That's all. This is like one of the greatest chapters we've seen so far.
True.
If not the best one. This is literally the best chapter. I can't. There's no any more I can say. GL Wolf, Frozen Flame, Kid Flame. You got anything else to say about the chapter before we head off?
Work of art.
Zoro's gonna be the next Yonko. Usopp's the strongest character in this series. That's all I gotta say.
I hear nothing but facts so far. Yeah, that's great. Let's end this off. Let's do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're ending off. You got our input. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, so we continue doing this for you guys. We like doing this. We like this. We like this. Comment on what you think is gonna happen in the next chapter in 2 weeks. This is the Four Horsemen signing off. We'll catch y'all later.